This is the last video for Excel project number 2. We're just going to go ahead and look at formatting of our numbers to make sure that we have a very professional looking worksheet. So the first thing that we are going to do is to go ahead and format each of the numbers so that they look uniform and they make sense. The first thing that we have is our liters sold. Okay, since it's a number in the thousands, we probably want to go ahead and add commas. So let's go ahead and add commas there. There's no need to add cents, so we could go ahead and get rid of those. So number formatting is found in the home. Oops, excuse me. There we go. In the home tab. Okay, number formatting is kind of middle left or middle right hand side. Okay, and to get the commas, we just hit the comma button, and then we're going to go ahead and take out 2 decimals. So see where it says decrease decimals. If you hang your cursor over it for a moment, it'll show up and it'll say decrease decimal. Just go ahead and click that twice. Oops. I think I'm going too fast here. The next thing that we want to do is to go ahead and assign dollar signs to all of the appropriate budget numbers here. So same thing in the home button. Go ahead and just give those a dollar sign numeric format. Once again, we're not using anything with pennies, so go ahead and decrease those decimals. Okay. And then finally, the last thing that we want to do is add some lines. Okay, again, following the format on page 367. Okay, we're going to put a line under the revenues, and we can do that under the home. And under this font area, you can see that there's a little tiny box. If you drag down here, it's going to go ahead and tell you all your options, and we just want a bottom border here. Okay, same thing for under our last expense. Okay, we want a bottom border there. Okay, under total expenses, we'll go ahead and add a bottom border there. And then under net operating income, we want a double underline. So same area, we're going to drop that box down again and tell it to give us a bottom double border. Okay, see how much more uniform and professional that looks. The last thing that I'm going to do is just to go ahead and look at this title. If you can see, I formatted my titles really before I was had reformatted some of the column widths. So now my titles go into a second page. So to get rid of that, all you have to do is go on the home tab. Okay, we've merged and centered, so if you click on that again, it'll unmerge it. Okay, and same thing for the second line. Go ahead and click on it again, and the third line. Okay, then we can just go ahead and redo that whole process. I know it's a bit time consuming, but to give it a real professional look, make sure that everything prints on one page, everything's centered, it really makes it look much more professional. So go ahead and highlight on the cell that you want to center. Okay, do a left click on your mouse and hold it, center across the page, and back to that home, merge and center. Okay, same thing for the second line here, merge and center, and finally the third, merge and center. Okay, at this point, you've got a very professional looking revenue and spending variance report. Go ahead and submit that back to me using Blackboard, and if you have any questions, never hesitate to contact myself or the Tutoring Center.